Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the month of July. I would just like to say that I have followed numbers for a very long time. Numbers have really spoken to me since I was a child, maybe even like 4 or 5 years old. And I think the thing that really got it started for me was when I learned my birthday. Because I'm born on February 22nd, and when I learned what my birthday was, that's when I started telling people what my birthday was. That's when the numbers really started to stick out to me. So I also, a few years ago, started paying attention to the months. The month of May is usually not a great month for me. The May is the number 5, so the number 5 carries huge changes that are rumbling through your life that of course bring great blessings, but it's like the change, either I struggle financially or I struggle with depression. There's always seems like there's something that goes on in the month of May, and I just don't ever like the month of May particularly. But then it's like, you come out of May and you get slingshot into June, which is the number 6, and that's like all about striving for balance in the material realm. So it's like, you have these changes in May, then you come out in June with this, maintaining balance. And keep in mind, this past May to June, we had Mercury retrograde. So, we're finally out of the Mercury retrograde period. Finally out of the clear. So it's like, the month of June, like how can you strive for balance within these changes that have conspired or gone down? And then we're now being, pushed into the 7th month, July, which is all about being on the right path. So July has always been great for me. You're on the right path, and the outcome will exceed your expectations. The number 7 is a sign that divine magic is supporting you and opening doors of opportunity. See, July for me is always like Christmas in July. I love Christmas in July. It always seems like in July I get a gift of something that just helps me in some way, shape, or form. Like, for example, I think, let's see, 7, 8 years ago, I wanted to start a bread baking business. So I did. And I kept saying, all right, I am going to end up with carpal tunnel syndrome or something wrong with my hands by kneading the bread by hand. And of course, the dough, I was kneading it by hand, okay? So I made the comment about my hands and my wrist hurting. The guy I was dating at the time, told me that he sent something to my house. So I, of course, was like, okay, whatever. Well, UPS came, and they handed me this big, huge ass box, and I open it, and it's the lime green mixer from KitchenAid. Now, I had been wanting one of those mixers for the longest time, okay? The longest time. And he bought me that mixer, and in the exact color that I wanted, that lime green color, okay? I love that lime green color. I think it's called like Limelight or something. Oh, I love that color. Anyways, I still have it too. And I still use it, okay? I love my KitchenAid mixer. But I got that in July. I didn't ask for it or nothing. And, it has benefited me ever since, okay? So it's like, and see, this is the thing that made me start paying attention to Christmas in July. Because when I got that mixer, I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like this is Christmas. I got so excited over that mixer that I was in such a relief, because I was like, now I can, I can make like 2 or 3 batches of the same dough at once, and I don't have to use my hands. I can just use this mixer. And, you know, I just felt like I had won the lottery. So that is the year that Christmas in July started to play a significance in my life. Okay. And I have noticed since then, Christmas in July is fucking amazing. Okay. So just know that it may not be the beginning of July. It may not even be the whole month. But there could be one thing that comes in July which really makes you feel like, wow, here's Christmas in July. Okay? So know that we are still in Saturn retrograde. So whatever work you have been putting in and investing and showing to the world from May to June, you should start to see the karmic rewards for that in July. Now, the end of July, we also have Jupiter, which is all about luck and expansion, going retrograde. So that happens on the 28th. So it may be the tail end of July where you actually see a gift or an inflow of prosperity or luck or abundance. But just keep in mind that once we leave July, we go into August, which is the number 8. And 8 is all about prosperity and abundance. So this could be the month that really sets us up for abundance in August. Okay? Because August is the 8, and that's about the abundance. So the month of 7, that July, we are on the right path, and Spirit's moving us into the right direction. So I'm going to change up the reading a little bit. Just know it could be a little bit they're going to be longer. Okay, they're like 40 something minutes because I changed them and I've been clarifying. So if you have a question you want to ask, go ahead and form it. I will answer it for you. So these are going to be the oracle decks that I pull your one card messages from. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Tarot of the Divine, which is a new deck for me. I love it. Very colorful and bright. And if I can get the reflection off of this, I do need a new camera, I know. Very beautiful deck. I do struggle with it. I will be reading from the box. And then at the end, I'm going to clarify using the Kipper deck. Alright, so let's see what messages we have here. So you start out, I just fucked up my moth. That's okay. So I found him in my yard. And he, of course, represents like change and transformation, deep spiritual growth. But anyways, alright, so your household situation is improving. Either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So we have Easy Does It, Quiet Time, Blossoming, and Guiding Children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process. Do not give up. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And then Easy Does It. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So something's going to be changing on your home front. Alright, so we have attachment, but in reverse, also accompanied by that 5. So remember, fives are challenges. They're changes, but they are also challenging. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Rest and Rejuvenation again, Man Holding a Coin, Door to Value, and Walking Away. There could be someone walking away from a family situation. You know, that may be the thing why your home is changing if you are walking away from a partner, going somewhere else. And then too, if you have children, that could be why that children card came up. You're going to have to explain to them, you know, the changes that they're about to foresee or undergo with this change in your home. So there is some much needed rest and rejuvenation that you need to take. I do see you looking at your investments, your stability, the things that bring you comfort and security. Your Earth Magic deck, card is Eagle with Communion. So, something with spirit. Pay attention to hawks and eagles. Because the eagle is a messenger of God. And also, a hawk also brings messages. So, eagle represents spirit. So, yes, it is spirit. So, and that's a bald eagle. So, pay attention to bald eagles, because those may be bringing you messages from spirit to tell you whether you're on the right path, or give you confirmation about the changes you're making. You know, there is a full moon here. So, be aware of what goes on around the full moon in July, which is around the 13th. The bottom of the deck, we have solitude. That ties into that rest and rejuvenation. That easy does it. So you need to go within and maybe take some time out, play some music, focus upon where you are, where you want to go, those sort of things. We have breach, new beginnings, harmony, and solitude at the bottom. So you do have new beginnings out there for you. You may feel like with this breach card that you are coming out of your comfort zone, and this is going to be new territory for you. I do want to read this attachment card real quick. This card reverse is a wonderful indicator that an old negative pattern or relationship or desperate attitude is being released. Woohoo! As you continue to let go, you will be able to establish new ways of doing things and relating to others. The universe wants to congratulate you on your healthy new approach, but be sure to support the changes you're making in your ongoing choices. Some patterns can be deeply encoded, and you may need to continue releasing the old habits, all the while honoring the new decisions in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. I think that's where that's really speaking of this. You do need to honor the new stuff that you embrace, and I think that you will see in that honoring, you may notice that spirit is communing with you in the honoring that you are seeing or that you're doing. You've broken the chains, and now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. That's nice. Very nice. Your angel answer. Look for a sign. I think you need to start, someone told me the other day that they don't ever look up. I said, well, how are you going to see the good stuff if you don't look up? I mean, there's a scripture like in Jeremiah, ask where the good way is and walk through it or walk into it or something. And, one time, that was probably about 7 years ago. There's that number 7. 7 years ago, that's when I really got spiritual. I really dove into spirituality. And, I noticed I kept looking down. And that scripture came to me. And the message with the scripture was like, how are you going to see the good things out there for you if you're continually looking down at your feet? You have to look up. God's not down here on the ground. He's up in the sky. And I was like, holy cow. So, you got to look up and you got to look for things. You also have to train your mind and your mind's eye to recognize spirit or God or source, or however you see that, your higher power. You have to train yourself to see it, to notice it, and to be able to recognize it. Because otherwise, it can be like any old sign. And how do you know that that's spirit-led? You got to feel. So, we have, at the bottom of the deck, ask your angels, not the right time, no with an exclamation mark, and then within the next few months. And recovery. So, I would just say this. July may not be the right time just yet, but you could start to see the benefits from it starting August through September through October. Okay? And, you know, I also mentioned Christmas in July. So it could be August through Christmas that you really start to see the significant changes, or that you really see what it is that you were asking for. All right. Let's see what your tarot cards have to say. All right. Nice. Nice again. So you have really good cards here. Okay, so you are, in this month here, you are really in your element. Okay, you're really, you're like the emperor in your own life. You are like the ideal father figure. You're a warrior, a conqueror. You rule your own kingdom. You have stability, good leadership. You're brave. You're able to take bold action, and you have structure. Now, there is some form of communication that's going to be challenging you this month. And let me see what this card deck here says about this card. Okay. You could be so focused. Now, ladies, if you're a feminine watching this, this is the masculine energy in your life. Okay, whatever masculine you're dealing with. I think this reading here is centered around this masculine. So if you're a female watching this, this is the man you're dealing with. If you're a male watching this, then this is you. Now, when I said a feminine watching this, and this is the masculine, this can either be your boyfriend, a new partner, a husband, your husband, or your father. Okay? But this masculine is starting to really feel secure within himself. He has done something to get his life situated to where it is right now. He is so serious and so focused, though, that he is neglecting the playfulness, the charisma, and enthusiasm. He may be so focused on this structure here that he's kind of this light-hearted, go-getty, fun, energetic energy that maybe he once had or used to have. It's kind of like eluded him a little bit. And it's because I feel like whatever's happened in the past has really forced him to, I mean, because look, he's gray and he's got a white beard. So he's matured and he's had to go through some shit to really accomplish where he is right here. So he just may struggle with this flirty, go-getty energy. Now, this is all going down because of this Knight of Pentacles. And this is a beautiful Knight of Pentacles. Now, keep in mind, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Okay? I mean, it to me is... I get impatient because of this Knight of Pentacles. So this is ambition, hard work, persistence, and being efficient. So I'm telling you, his hard work and his dedication has really paid off and has really set him up here. So it's almost like here for the month, he is able to really look at everything within himself and his home and really make some decisions about where he wants to go. So with that being said, the beginning of July, we had the Three of Coins in reverse. So there is some type of partnership and working together or collaboration that, you know, didn't go down. Poor work ethic, apathy, lack of goals, and willfulness. So he may have been reluctant to work together or collaborate with someone. Now, whether that's you or that's somebody else, there's a collaboration that's not going to take off that well at the beginning of July. Something here is not going to take off that well at the beginning of the month. Now, at the middle of the month, the middle of July, he's going to receive, I feel like, this inspiration here, this Ace of Wands, that is really going to give him some type of passionate new beginning that will stir him up. And I mean, you know, like excitement, creativity, a spark, growth, new beginnings. So there's something that he's been working toward that is going to take flight about the middle of the month. And whatever, this could be inspired action right here, because at the end of July, you have the Six of Cups. And this is all about like karmic relationships, or not karmic relationships. Sorry, soulmate relationships. So he may have decided to quit working with one person and is going to decide to go and work with someone else. Let me draw some more cards. Oh, hell. I mean that in a good way, okay? Alright. So there's definitely a partnership here on the table. It could involve 3 people, because there are 2 3s in this reading. So let me see if I can give you a... So here's your card spread layout, okay? And then we have the underlying messages right there. So this Emperor here, this is the masculine. This is either your father, your boyfriend, your husband, or a romantic love interest. This is the male figure. This reading is around this male. So this male here, I feel like he either, well, with all these oracle cards, he is either walking away and leaving one relationship to go to another relationship. Now, this could be something that he's been working on for quite some time, especially with this Knight of Cups in the bottom, in the base, the root of the reading here, because Knight of Coins is a slow moving energy. It takes time and diligence and work ethic to accomplish, and goal setting to accomplish these goals. So there is something that he's walking away from and going after something else. Now, your advice here for you watching the video, there is going to be delays around this. I see here a new spark, like a fire being set under someone's ass by the universe. You know, they could be receiving signs, this masculine energy, about which direction they want to go. And so that's really going to push them into the Six of Cups energy, which is at the end of the month. And you know, this kid right here has a big old cup right here, like the Ace of Cup, filled with flowers, that he's given to this little girl down here. So this Emperor could be handing a bouquet of flowers to a feminine. Now, if you're the feminine watching this, this masculine... this masculine could have walked away from you at the beginning of the month. Now, they may have had to walk away from you for a minute to go put an end to something else. But it's like they're going to get, I feel like something from the universe, like a sign or something that gives them the signal to go for it. And they're going to give an offering of some sort at the end of the month to someone else. So, and when I said someone else, I meant to you, whoever is watching. Now, for you, whoever is watching, there is going to be delays from this, okay? There will be delays. It's not going to take off right away. This is slow and steady, but keep in mind, slow and steady wins the race. This is something that's going to take time, so you've got to have patience. Whatever changes that he's making, because this Emperor is looking at his life, and he is very serious about whatever these goals are, this direction he wants to go in. He is definitely serious and made up his mind about which way he wants to go, what he wants to do, and how he wants to get there. So you have to give him time to follow through with these goals. I'm going to say the female watching this, you are one of his goals. But he's got some other stuff he's got to take care of first. So you, I feel like, will speak to him or hear from him the end of July. So be patient with him and give him time. Because he's got some changes here that he's got to make. So you will see some delays, but know that they will get here eventually. Now, he is looking to this Fool's energy over here. He's looking to start out like brand new. So I'm hoping that you will be open to a new start, a new beginning, because this is like possibilities, impulsiveness, innocent, free spirit. He's going to be ready to take off. But, you know, that taking off may not be until the end of July. Just keep that in mind. There is hopes and fears around the Three of Swords here. That's what we have in our hopes and fears sector. There's hopes that if you're the feminine and let's say they had to walk away from you and that was heartbreaking, then you've got hopes that you're able to pull these swords out. You're able to pull the pain out of your heart and lick your wounds and to heal. You're very hopeful that there will be a healing energy between the two of you. And I think there is. The end of the month, we end the reading with the High Priestess. So this is like intuition. This is also, I also take the High Priestess as a feminine energy. So this could very well be you at the end of the month, being very intuitive. You're like an enigma. You're full of wisdom. You're very dreamy and watery. Especially if you are a water sign dealing with this. And you're a Scorpio. So anyways, feminines, here you are at the end of the month. You're very intuitive, and this is a new moon. There is a new moon at the end of July, I think. And I think it's on like the 28th of July. It could be around the new moon in July that you hear from this masculine. But I mean, he is going to be coming for you. I will say that. Now, you may just speak to him or hear communication from him. You may not actually see him just yet. Maybe we'll get some answers on that when I clarify. But, feminines, this is you at the end of the month. I mean, she's in her element. She's looking really good. She's fruitful. She's got it going on. And I think that's going to be very attractive to him. Now, there is something that he is letting go of. And it almost seems like an old love that he is no longer wanting to fight for or something. Yeah. He's no longer wanting to put the work in on something that's old. And I feel like that is where this Three of Coins in reverse is coming from. There will be a breakthrough in communication. There will be a reconciliation, a coming through. And then we have the Eight of Coins. It will take hard work. It will definitely take hard work. Look at this Eight of Coins. I mean, it's kind of scary looking. She's kind of scary looking. She looks like the that movie Black Swan with Natalie Portman, the ballet. Yeah, the swan that turns dark. So, this girl here, look at her hands and feet. These pentacles have thorns on them. So her hands, and she has walked all over these pentacles. She has picked them up. She's got, her feet are like all cut up and stabbed and broken, and she's crying. So she's put a lot of work into something. I don't know if, you know, there's dump trucks coming by. Hopefully they're not too loud on the camera. So I'm just going to say this Eight of Coins with how she is in this picture here and how she's depicted in this card. I also want to see what it says. Craftsmanship, commitment, determination, ambition, and concentration. So, Okay, so look, it's this card here. This is the six swans. So the 8 of coins represents the long haul, the slough in the middle of a project that needs to be completed. The little princess needs to keep weaving nettles in silence if she wishes to set her cursed brothers free. So there's definitely a determination and a work. Okay, you as a feminine, especially if this masculine is leaving one thing and going to another, which, you know, we've got this home card, this Vesta, home. Your home situation is changing. And then attachment in reverse, like that's leaving a set of something that you were attached to and moving into something new. And it's going to take work. It's going to take patience as well. You know, if you're dealing with the masculine who, let's say, is leaving one relationship, let's say they were in that relationship 20 years or 10 years or 5 years. That's a long time to be invested into another person. That's a life that they created with someone else. There's a whole entity that encompasses like a community, a family, especially if there are kids involved, and I think there are because of that guiding children card that came out. You know, he's going to have to change and pull himself out of that structure. He's also going to have to keep one foot in that structure because especially if there are children or if he's going through a divorce and he's having to give a payout like alimony or child support, he is somewhat going to have to deal with that household that he's walking away from, that collaboration that he's leaving behind. So if you are going to be here waiting on him to walk away from that and to work with you on starting something different, you are definitely going to have patience with him as he leaves one thing behind and embraces a new thing with you. And sometimes, you know, we struggle with the letting go part. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw letting go in the angel answers at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, he does have to let go of something else in order to embrace something new. And I do see that here. Like, and I definitely see, you know, like this Fool card over here. This is the environment. This is the Emperor. He is leaving a familiar territory, a castle, his home that he built right here, and then he is like, he took a trail, a venture, a journey to over here, where here, I know this is a mermaid, but this would be the action that he's taken. He's arrived over here on the shore, looking up here at this castle, which would be the home that you're in. So he is very much, I think, willing and ready to leave one situation to go to another situation. Now, I don't want to get slammed or beat up with comments about, oh, you shouldn't support or be all supporting someone leaving one family to go to another, like a home wrecker or, you know, something like that. And I don't feel that that's the sense here. I really don't. I feel like the feminine here is actually giving this Emperor the space and the time he needs to make his own decision. Like this masculine, he came up with this decision himself. She didn't, this new feminine energy, she didn't make this choice for him. This is something he chose to do. I don't know why I had to say that, but anyways. So now I want to clarify this. What is this Three of Coins here for Scorpio for July? What is this Three of Coins in reverse for Scorpio in July? Lord. Sorry, shit ton of cards wanted to come out. Look, community. So, he's walking away from one family dynamic, I feel like, for another. Bottom of the deck, we have privileged lady, poverty, family room, expectations, children, wealthy man. And what is this? Courtship. So, someone, the feminine here is expecting to hear from this emperor, this masculine energy. The feminine is. There is a, like, you're waiting. If you're the female, the feminine, you're waiting. You know he's going to communicate with you, but there's something in his family situation that's got to change, and he may feel, and I'm sure has felt, like he was orphaned or impoverished, something. You know, he may have felt like he was that Five of Pentacles energy, like out in the cold, so to speak, while he was making these changes to go toward you. So just be mindful of, which is probably why he's in this Emperor mode. All right, what is this Knight of Coins here for Scorpio in the month of July? What is this Knight of Coins here for Scorpio in the month of July? And I will say that the Coffin card flipped out. So this flipped out while I was shuffling. So there's an end, and you know Scorpio is the Death card. So this masculine is putting an end to something. Yes. The family room. So there's definitely a change and an ending coming to this family room, this family situation. Someone here may feel like, okay, I got it. This might be a little rough, okay, now that we're getting into these clarifiers. So whatever, if this is your situation, look, if this reading's not resonating with you, then this reading's not for you, okay? If what I said, where I said a masculine is leaving one situation with a female to go to another female, if that's not your situation, I'm not sure that this is your reading, okay? Because what I'm seeing here is there's an end to a family dynamic. I feel like he's already put an end to it. Now, the other woman, the one that he left, is probably going to feel like you stole her man. I'm sure that she's going to try and message him and be all concerned, like, no, you can't leave us like this. And I do feel like it is going to weigh on him a little bit because we have concern. He is worried. But look, it's also got a 3-3 on top, okay? So he is going to be concerned. This is going to be like a new journey, a new beginning for him to embrace. I feel like, though, you will have to be, you're definitely going to have to be patient with him as he makes his changes. What is this Ace of Wands here for Scorpio in the month of July? What is this Ace of Wands here for Scorpio in the month of July? And a card flew out. Mature man. And concern. So he is definitely concerned about this new start. He may even be concerned that you may not take him back. Or how this reconciliation is going to go with you. He may be concerned about what he's walking away from and whether he's making the right choice or not. There's but there's a pathway or something that's leading to change for him that, you know, we've got privileged lady, poverty, and mature woman. So I would see the feminine that's over here, you that he's coming to, you're the privileged lady. I feel like this woman over here, the one he's leaving, is the mature woman. I feel like she thinks and feels as though you have stolen her man. Now, you may not have, but that might be her outlet to her frustration. What is this Six of Cups here for Scorpio in the month of July? Scorpio, outcome for this Six of Cups energy in the month of July. Woo! So he is definitely coming toward you, feminine, and you are the privileged lady. This always reminds me of my fair lady right there. So this male here is in despair. He has had to walk away from his family, his community, but it is something he has put great thought into, okay? He has been putting thought into this and planning this for quite some time. He is having to go before a judge to come into an agreement with this woman. There is messages of going back and forth. I think she's like, the other lady is really concerned. I feel like she knows that he is leaving. And I think that she is messaging him. She's concerned now. Maybe she wasn't taking him seriously before. And she's trying to keep him from leaving. But no, he's leaving. Because there's the train with Journey. So, he is definitely on his way to you, feminines. What is this Eight of Wands here for Scorpio in the month of July? So, Great Fortune just flipped over. What is the Eight of Wands here for Scorpio in the month of July? Alright, we have Journey. So, this masculine may not even live near you. This masculine may be somewhere else. That's where this delay is coming from. He's having to pack up to leave one place to go to another. And that's the delay. So, he's getting there. You know, and it could be too, even if he does live near you. I feel like you know who this is. Okay? I definitely feel like you know who this person is. I feel like you know he was married or he was in a commitment with someone, and he may have told you in the beginning that he was in an unhappy home situation that he left and was trying to get rid of, trying to get out of, I mean. He knew it was going to take time. I think you knew it was going to take time. There's still time to be had here. You're still going to have to be patient with this while he unravels, you know, himself from this partnership that he had. But he is making his way toward you. So whether if he lives in the same town as you, he's having to like pack up his shit and move it. Okay, he's having to get his things out of this house and move it. Now, if him and her had a big ass house together and he's, you know, deciding not to be with her no more, he may be telling her, we've got to put this house on the market. You can't handle and take care of this house all by yourself. And I'm not doing it no more because I'm not being the man of this house anymore. So he could be having to help her pack up her shit and move her somewhere else in a place of her own. And that's what's taking time. That delay that I spoke of. Yeah. Because we've got, on the bottom, mature man, the marriage card behind that. And we've got mature woman, distant horizons, and family room. So there's something on the horizon with him. Yeah. Packing and having to move. So, alright, so this Fool card. What is this Fool card for Scorpio in the month of July? What is this Fool card for Scorpio in the month of July? Yeah. So he is leaving one thing and going to another. I'm sure he's in despair. He may feel like he is stuck, but he is looking to the courts to help him get out of this situation with this woman as he unravels his life. So, let's see. I don't know. Did I clarify what this Six of Cups is? Yes, I did. That was Privileged Lady. Okay. Now, let's clarify this High Priestess. Now, this is you, by the way. So, what messages do you have for Scorpio around this High Priestess for July. What is this High Priestess for July? What is this High Priestess for July? Adjudication. So, just know that at the end of July, there's going to be some type of adjudication between a judge that he's going to have to go before, and you're gonna know what's coming, because I'm sure he's going to tell you he's got to go to court or something, either at the end of July, beginning of August, to get this matter taken care of with this situation over here he's walking away from. And yeah, I said, you know, this situation over here he's got to walk away from, and the marriage card's at the bottom. So there is change. This person could very well be in the military, or he holds like a government job. There's changes in his home. There is great fortune here to be had with this person. But this man, there is stuff on the horizon where he will be able to, I feel like, it's on the horizon of him either walking into a marriage with you or having to walk away from a marriage that he's in now. So, this could also be that either he and her have to go to counseling to help them be able to speak to one another in a respectful manner so that they can start, you know, pull their lives apart and separate them. You may have to be the adjudication for him, like help him talk this through. About ways to help him with this situation. There's some type of like counseling or a judge, an authority figure, a figure that holds the final say in this outcome here. Alright, so Scorpio, that is all the messages that I have for you. If this reading resonated, please give it a thumbs up, like. Don't forget to subscribe. Please leave me your comments, your feedback, if this is on point for you, if it resonated. If you feel like leaving a donation or tithing, please look for my Cash App and PayPal information in the description box below. And if this is where I leave you, I wish you all the best of luck, and I will see you again here in August. Take care. Namaste.